Hello guys, it's been a while. I decided to start a new series actually where I build very simple applications that are gonna sell out there. So because we have vibe coding, my goal is now to build quantity. I want to build a lot of apps, of course, valuable apps, and launch them out there, and then try to get people to pay for these apps because at the end of the day, that's the whole point. Even if you make a free application, you want people to get to use it, maybe so you can funnel them to another app that you've built, something like that. These are like maybe lead magnets. Okay, so let's start with the application that I want to start with. I've always wanted to sort my YouTube subscriptions. Even if I subscribe to a channel, at some point I don't see the channel again, and I'm like, what channel did I subscribe to not too long ago? So managing this subscription have been a problem. When I started doing the research on Gemini, then I saw, okay, there's another popular one. They built an extension for this already. Almost every app you think about, someone has already done it. You don't try to do something new, okay? Every app you want to build is already out there. Again, and then I even asked Gemini, okay, does it make sense for me to compete with these guys? And he said yes. So I decided, well, let me go for it then. So I actually built an application. Right now, it's 90% complete. Now I want to launch it, but then add features little by little. So right now, it's going to take some time, okay? But I will be launching the application soon. I think in my next video, I'll be launching it and then putting a YouTube short linking into this one. But let's see. Anyway, so I just told it to generate a response for me because I've been chatting with my Gemini chatbot for some time. Then I told it, okay, generate a response, generate the query that I want to use for this particular application. So I basically got the first version when it did that. I got it, and then I'm using Google anti-gravity for this. I just went into anti-gravity and pasted the code. But then I got the initial version of the web extension. I've never developed a web extension before. This is my first time. Anyway, when I tried it, I started having some problems. Of course, the initial version worked. I needed to find out how can I link this with my channels. Initially, I was having problems with it because YouTube always changes their front end, and you need to make sure that regardless of how the front end changed, your application can still work. So I basically told this to the chatbot, to my AI app, and it's working through it. And when I have errors, I try to look up, well, what is this error and how can I fix it? So that is extremely important. So the extension, the first version was good, but it's not exactly what I wanted. Now that I have the basic thing I want, I'll be adding in more functionality. I will launch it, then keep adding more functionalities. That is the plan right now. I started vibe coding this yesterday evening, okay? But today, I continue vibe coding this. The problems I have today are, one, the images were not loading properly. And that was a big problem that I had. But I've been able to fix that. I don't know if it's gonna work 100%, but it's definitely working minimum for now, because the agent wrote a background script to kind of load people's YouTube channels. Another problem that I was having is, well, the subscription, your subscriptions that you have, you manage them on a sidebar. And so displaying this sidebar was also a problem. And once you click let's say you put crime source as one of them. Once you click it, it shows you in the middle all the videos with regards to those two channels only and nothing else. And so I've been having some few front end issues, but that is also fixed. The most important thing is the application, your YouTube subscriptions, they store on a front end only in your cache. Okay, your browser has some little storage. This is called they call it local storage, and your browser cache. Okay, that's what that is. My subscription extension for now, that is where your extension, your information is being stored. Information about your channels and everything is being stored here. But the problem with this is, if you go to another extension, then you don't find this there. Okay, so for now it is per extension. But later I will add a paywall. It doesn't have a paywall right now. But if I introduce that, it could be a bunch of databases that I have to deal with in order to keep your data consistent from one extension to the other. But I will fix that later. But right now, that's not there. In fact, for now, there is no paywall yet. I want to get users to use it. When I launch the video, I'm going to tell you guys to basically go out and test it for free. You can just install it and test it. Now, the competition also does this for free. But I will start, it's a freemium. I will start it for free. Later, I will add a little bit of paywalls, but you can still use it without I don't want to force people to pay before using it. You can use it and do a lot without paying anything. The problem I have right now is my AI subscription is actually over. And Google actually gives you like a timeline. Okay, every 6 hours you have to use some credits. If you use too much credits, they're gonna stop you. The problem is my AI, I used to run it, so it basically will debug my code by running the browser in the background. I think this is it's taking too much credit, and I don't want to do that anymore. I even went to the interface and I basically removed that option. I don't want it to do that anymore. I just wanted to write the code, and if I get stuck, I will either look for the error, how to fix it, or I will just paste it so you can see how to fix it. But never debug it on its own. I don't want that to happen. That uses too many AI credits. So for now, I will just wait and continue coding tomorrow. But I wanted to come here and give you guys the update. I've been doing my exam, but the exam is done now. Thank God for that. And now we can start building applications and shipping them. So this is the update I have for you. Thank you very much for being here. And if I launch the app, I will let you guys know so you guys can be my first beta testers. Thank you very much. See you in the next one. Peace.